Recording in the top, recording in the bottom, recording on the sides. This is a very special episode of the HUNKS Podcast.
Hold me close for just a little while.
Totally radical.
Be like, I have other things to do. I don't know.
Sorry, what song was that a parody of?
Bring around the
I can
Rosie.
place it. It's on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah.
That's Rihanna.
Yeah. My name is Tim.
I'm Dana.
I'm Matt for now.
I'm Rory.
And for now, we are the HUNKS Podcast. Today on the podcast, we have a very special guest, which is why I was getting a little bit musical with it. Because our guest is the person pulling all the strings behind the oral curtain on the podcast. It's our very own sound designer, musical engineer, the aficionado himself. It's Dana Rusty Matyas.
Hello, my hunks.
Hey, Rusty. Sorry, if I may, I love, Tim, how you start the intros like you're jumping out of a plane without a parachute and be like, I hope this one opens. I hope this one opens.
I'm telling you, every time I edit this podcast, you do start the podcast like you're jumping out of a plane. And I love it because you don't know where you're going to land either. And we're all nervous. And I was excited because this one was for me. And it almost never does, and it's great.
That's also how I enter every room. Hey, everyone, I'm Tim. Sorry for your loss.
We're all on the edge of our seat.
But yeah, Rusty, what's up? How are you? You're in your studio there. Beautiful setup. How's your day? How you been?
I'm good. Thanks for having me. I'm doing well. It's snowing like a mother outside.
Yeah.
I can't believe how much snow we got in the last couple days. So
Yeah.
I'm extra inside, even though I've been inside all winter. The last couple days I've been extra inside.
Yeah.
But it's okay because I love my little space bunker here.
Hell yeah.
I edit your podcast on all the time.
Yeah, it's looking great. You got a lava lamp back there and a neon cactus and some zebra pillows, it looks like.
Lava lamps
We got a
were
robot doing macrame.
out of all.
What else we got?
No, I'm talking. Okay. Out of all of the like vintage decor, I'm happy that lava lamp is the one that I would keep around. You know, it's so harkens back.
It feels
yeah.
like a cliche to buy them even, but they don't do anything but soothe you when
Yeah.
they're around, for sure.
Yeah.
Like a fish tank. It's slow and bubbly.
Yeah.
It's nice.
So Dana, between a lava lamp, shag carpet, and one of those like sort of rounded couches where the cushions are all circles, you're sticking with lava lamp?
Tell me about this couch.
Like old, like
All
early
circles.
70s couches where it's like sort of like really like flowing, like half circles.
Yeah, it would be a couch that doesn't need a wall. It's in the middle of a room.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Oh, no, that sounds sexy.
Yeah.
I want that too. I also want that. I was thinking more in terms of like nostalgic for me being like a 12-year-old being like, welcome to my sex den. Here's my lava lamp.
Yeah.
Here's my blow-up couch.
I like the idea of a sex den, but like you just like you're doing it in installments, so it's just a lava lamp
Yeah.
and then
Yeah, I'm saving up
For now.
I'm saving up for the rest of the blow-up couch. Right now, I've just got a blow-up cushion with feathers inside.
It's just a cement room in a basement with a lava lamp. Welcome to my fuck lair.
You know, that I'm actually just basically sitting in a cement room in my basement.
Yeah.
I'm not I am sitting in a cement room in my basement.
Oh, that's great.
With a lava lamp. Guys want to come over?
Oh, let's go hit up the fuck spot. Fuck COVID. Yeah, we're recording this We're recording this in sort of mid to late April, and snowstorm has ravaged the city of Winnipeg. Just to give you some context for where we're at in our lives, but this is being released on Mother's Day. Today, if you're listening to this the day it drops, it's Mother's Day. Isn't that nice?
Yes.
Yeah, and I will say, oops, I already forgot to call my mom.
You still got time.
I'll forget.
You know, like we are like a month, almost like 3 weeks ahead of it. You could easily put a reminder in your calendar. There's so many things you could do. You could leave a series of Post-it notes for yourself.
I know.
Like
Mother's Day is the day known as I have to apologize tomorrow.
Oh, here, I got my mother's gift already. Happy birthday, Linda. There you go.
Happy birthday. Is it a birthday? you say happy birthday on Mother's Day.
Happy birthday, Mom.
Kind of makes sense, I guess. Yeah.
You could do like a prison break type thing where you put a bunch of tattoos on your body reminding you of May 9th.
Oh, I thought you meant like go to prison so I don't have to deal with Mother's Day.
I thought you were gonna say put a whole bunch of temporary tattoos on, go to your mom, and she's like, "No, my beautiful boy," and then you realize, then you take them off as the Mother's Day gift. Just kidding. I didn't get a tattoo.
Scour your skin.
I don't think she would care or notice.
if you had it, she wouldn't notice if you what place do you think your parents would notice a tattoo immediately? Face is off the table, obviously. No, face.
Hands.
Come on.
Hand
Face is off the
tattoo is
table.
the next most extreme, aside from face and neck.
Yeah.
That's true. Do none of you have tattoos?
Tim does.
Tim does. Just him.
Tim does.
Yeah.
Are you a tattoo guy, Rusty?
I have a number of tattoos all over the place. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What
Where
was,
was your first one?
tattoo?
Yeah.
On the back of my left arm, on my tricep, my left
Okay.
tricep.
Okay. Yeah. And what is it?
And it's well, here I'll show you. It's a little trumpet that
nice.
sort of like a line drawing of a trumpet. Can you see that?
Was it a prison tattoo
yeah,
style?
No, not prison tattoo style. In fact, Billy
Oh,
Talent,
yeah.
singer from Billy Talent, had
We'll put a picture on our
tattoos kind of the
Patreon.
style on the back of his arms, and I thought he looked cool, so I totally copied it
Yeah.
and got a trumpet drawn on mine because I thought that was even cooler than
Are all of yours like professionally done, or did anybody stick and poke you in the music scene?
I do have a prison style
You do?
stick and poke one here. I'll haul it out.
Yeah.
for you.
And the clothes come off.
Our plan is working, everyone.
This lightning bolt right here.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
was done.
that's
That
good.
Tiny tattoo took like 3.5 hours.
Wow.
Dallas, the bass player from the Constantines, did that in his living room in Toronto.
Oh really? Wow.
And that's why it's all purple around it too. You can kind of see it looks like I've been perpetually punched in the bicep for
Yeah.
my whole life now because it leaked everywhere. But everyone says, "Oh no, it looks like a rainstorm," which it does kind of. So
Yes.
I'm okay with it.
Little precipitation never hurt nobody.
So it's surprising that like a stick and poke, it's a different kind of pain. It doesn't really. I mean, it totally hurts tons, yeah. Just like tattoos do as well, regular tattoos. But it's different. It's just like long and sort of hours and hours of tiny bits of pain that you just get numb to after a while.
Huh.
Right.
But
So how do they do it? Like, is it just like a home needle and then like a Bic pen that they snapped in half?
I was gonna say he had a Bic pen. I remember like
Really?
an old dirty, cracked up clear plastic one from the 90s.
Yeah.
With tape around it, a needle tape to it, and then I think he heated it up and dipped it in whatever inks, and I was totally trusting and
Yeah.
you know, living for the now. Yeah. And I love it. I would do it again for sure.
Yeah,
was
that's
pretty
a
common.
bonding moment.
Yeah.
What's that?
That's a great bonding moment.
It was actually at a kind of a dark turning point in my life that turned into a bright turning point. But it was a moment of like, I need to do this for me, and it was a real. We had been on a tour together as well, so it was a nice bonding moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now the clouds have parted.
That's right. And now I'm really rich and successful and doing podcasts.
Yeah, exactly. Just like the rest of us.
World Podcast.
Oh, please.
Rusty, I wanted to ask because you're a musical aficionado. You play a whole bunch of instruments way better than most people in this group can.
Well, I knew that.
Yeah, some of us are really good at a bunch of things.
You're a great improviser. I know that.
But what was the first instrument that you picked up? Like, do you remember when you first fell in love with music?
Yeah, it would be guitar. It would probably be like watching my dad play acoustic guitar.
Oh yeah,
and with what ease he could play these pretty chords so softly with his fingers and pick so nicely. That was just awe-inspiring to me. And then I took piano lessons for a bunch of time when I was, in my single digits.
Did you resist the piano classes or did you embrace them?
I did.
Yeah,
I did.
Yeah.
I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all.
I hated my piano teacher.
I did too. No, I can't say that. Hey, I can delete that.
Yeah. Rusty, keep that.
Rusty, keep that
For
in.
Rusty, keep that in.
Anyway, piano teachers, am I right?
Yeah.
So was your piano
I
teacher
didn't-
like like the stereotypical Looney Tunes old lady?
Kinda. I don't know. I mean, I was
Is it-
small, right? So she could have been 20, and I thought she was 100. But like,
Totally.
Yeah, yeah.
But I think she had 3 kids,
Yeah.
so she was probably in her 40s or something.
Yeah,
like that.
she's at
But,
least 23.
At least. Yeah. I didn't like doing scales and doing all that boring Royal Conservatory shit. That's what you learn to obviously build your foundation.
Yeah.
But nobody wants to do that.
I know.
want to pick up the
The
guitar
hard
and
work.
start rocking instantly.
Yes. Yeah.
You just want to slide
that's
your
sort of-
fingers across the keyboard.
Or just show me the chords. And you know what? One thing I've noticed too is when I teach piano lessons, and I don't have the conservatory skills or the whatever proper paperwork that tells me I'm allowed to teach people even. But when I do, I teach them whatever they want. Because
You
I
have
mean,
paperwork that says you're not allowed to specifically.
Restraining orders.
It cannot be within 50 meters of a musical lesson.
Restraining order from a piano.
no, but I like to teach, what I like to know is the fundamentals of how a song is written. Like, there's like 6 chord progressions that everybody uses in every song.
Yeah.
Why wasn't I taught that in
Yeah.
piano lessons? That's how you write a song, as a chord progression. I don't need to know like the Mixolydian scale. I still don't know what that is. But
Me,
I'm
you know
supposed
what? Us either.
I know. And some of us are experts.
You know what? I refuse to learn what that is.
Me too.
You know what? I do know what that is, but I don't want to
Yeah.
explain it because I
Thank
feel like
you.
it would just waste everyone's
Dana
time.
knows
You
what
know
it
I mean?
is, but she drinks specifically to wither that part of her brain.
It's an
She
annoying-
drinks to
She's
forget.
Trying to
Going
forget.
for
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's the back of the throat. That's right. Did you find, Rusty, that like you said, you wanted to rock immediately? Did you find that you had to really combat the sort of impulse for immediate gratification when you were learning music?
That's definitely I think that's what everyone's hurdle to overcome is when they're trying to learn an instrument. There's a bit of a learning curve to even like have your fingers remember how to move the muscles
Yeah.
to do the chords.
Yeah.
And after a few weeks, which feels like forever, if you learn those 3 chords and you can go through them, you can now play every song that ever was written.
Yeah.
And it becomes more exponentially gratifying every day you learn something
Yeah,
new.
it's true.
And I'm still learning. I'm 41, and I still learn something about music that blows my mind every day.
That's what I love too. Is like I like this idea that the guitar, say, is something that it's not something that you complete. It's never something that you
Yeah.
complete. It's always
Yeah.
something that's
Well,
in the
speak
room
for
that you
yourself.
can.
Well, no, that goes along with Eddie Van Halen passing in the last year, and I watched a documentary about him, and something that really I found inspiring in that documentary was him talking about how he never went to school and how for music, and how he didn't know scales and how he didn't follow rules, because if he had, he wouldn't have done all that crazy stuff that he wanted to hear. It was in his mind, and he just figured out how to get to that destination. And being given a roadmap that you're supposed to do doesn't always get you to the destination the way that you want to, musically anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
So I find that really inspiring.
Did you hear how Eddie Van Halen got his name? Hitchhiking.
Eddie Van
What? Oh God.
If it was a truck, he would like, keep going, buddy, keep going. I'm Halen Vance.
I got all these guitars. They're not gonna fit in your car.
Keep it moving. Keep it moving.
Yeah, he was I found him. You know what? And it's funny because I think I dove into that documentary after he passed, as you often do when somebody passes. You're like, oh, now I should learn about them a bit more.
Right.
And I was never a huge Van Halen fan, but I always respected and knew that there was something beyond what everyone else was doing. And you listen to 1984, and it's just mind blowing. And so. I forget what my point of that was. When he died, I went and looked.
Oh, just that he wasn't classically trained. Didn't have
And not
that.
ever being done with the
I
guitar.
don't remember what my point
With
was.
learning.
I think
I have ADHD. We could talk about that.
I think you made a great point about sometimes following a roadmap isn't the best way to get to where you want to go. And then I ruined it with that Eddie Van Halen joke.
No, you totally
Distracted
made it,
us.
because I think I was jumping off that with something even funnier. But I had more other genius stuff to talk about first. Got lost.
So, Rusty, was it like love at first brush with music? Like, did you always know it was music for you?
Yeah. I can't really deny that. I know
Yeah.
it's a cliche, cheesy thing to say too, but all I've ever done is watched and listened to music, and wanted to be doing it or playing it or in it or around it, and I've also noticed in the past few years that I think that I've approached it in a unique way that I've never really listened to lyrics until the last couple of years. I've only ever really been listening to the melodic structures of songs. And
Me too. That's all I notice.
Cool.
Which can get me in trouble when it's when the lyrics are kind of inappropriate.
Yeah, all that Nazi music you love is just like,
I've been shocked to find that people are so moved by a song that doesn't move me all that much, and then I read it. And I'm like, holy crap, that's beautiful. If only it was to more beautiful music. I would have loved it more. But that sounds really jerky to say. I'm just saying that. I've been studying the emotional impact of music on myself since I heard music. The fact that it can affect the way I feel from morning to night is why I like it a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm always trying to discover different movements that move me.
So
and my favorite ones.
There are songs that will make you cry every time.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And
Which ones?
Do You Realize? Flaming Lips is totally one.
oh yeah.
And that's one, ironically, that's one where the lyrics really hit home for me. And I think that is a new discovery for me to like, oh shit, I should put more thought into my lyrics maybe. Just go, whoa. Yeah.
Not just baby.
Which is literally what I've like proudly said I do for all my music for the last 20 years. And now I'm thinking I should say stuff.
Do you say baby in any of your songs?
Oh, for sure I do. Not off the top of my head, I can't think of.
Does anyone else have a song that makes them cry every time they hear it?
yeah.
Oh yeah, I have a couple.
The both of the Virtute the Cats songs by Weaker Than's like
Nice.
destroy me every time. Like there's no escaping it. Like if I'm in mixed company or driving somewhere and it's like on the road, I have to change it because I'm like, I'm not gonna make it, so I have to
I know
skip
that feeling.
this song.
Yeah. You don't want anybody to look at you because you're yelling up and your jaw's getting clenched. Like, no, I'm cool.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Anybody
on
else
that.
have any criers?
Hey Jude.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah, there's the one moment where he says, "Hey Jude, you'll do." I think that
Yeah.
gets me.
Is that when he goes, "You do"? It's like got 35 notes in it. It sounds pretty much identical to that. But
Yeah, that's exactly it. I just love that because it's like he's telling this kid, go after what you want, and that moment is like he's saying, don't worry about all the doubts that you have. You're enough. And I think that's beautiful.
nice.
Yeah.
That's another example of the lyric moving you.
Yeah.
A lot in tandem with the melody. That's great.
Do you get moved to tears by just the music?
That's been my goal my whole life, is to write melodies that just move you based on the melody.
I get more moved by people's voices, by
or
specific
vocal delivery,
vocal deliveries.
What do you have an example, Dana?
A cry song?
No, I don't think there's any one particular song that'll do it. So sometimes it just I have to be in the mood, and like if it'll like sometimes it's like a song on a commercial will hit me just right.
What
I'll
are
be
the
like,
ones lately? There's ones that have.
Have you driven a Ford lately?
That's so beautiful.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm crying here.
Remember, it's
no
like
fooling with fooling.
Yeah, there's a remix. There's some really sad. There's a commercial that has a remix of an old classic that's just a really slowed down, sad version about like getting older or something like that. What is it? It's like,
and they have like I think they have still images happening.
Yes.
There's a whole series of them right now.
Yes.
Savannah, my wife, cries at them.
Yeah.
And I laugh and I hug.
Yeah.
I also reflect.
God damn it! Anyone listening to this is just like banging their radio.
They're fucking the radio.
Oh shit! This is a comedy podcast.
I can't fuck this.
What's your favorite sad song?
I think it's a really interesting thing though.
Yeah.
Just sounds and poetry can make you cry. I think that's huge.
I'm pissed off because I can't think of a specific song that makes me cry, and then I feel like a robot.
Yeah, even I have one, Dana. Jesus.
I know, and like I'm way more emotionally in touch than
I know this about you. I know so much about all of you. It's crazy.
Yeah, I remember there was this song when I was like 10 or 11, and I had a radio, an AM/FM radio in my bedroom when I was a kid, and I used to listen to some radio station. I think it might have been a country radio, but every night for like a little while, I'd listen to this radio station trying to hear this one song that would make me weep like crazy every time. And I was like so emotionally immature at the time, I didn't really understand why. It just felt like such an emotional song. I think it was Skidamarinky Dinky Dink. No, it was something in the era of Celine Dion, My Heart Will Go On. Like it's around that time. Might have been a Shania Twain number or something like that. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that when I was a kid, there was a Garth Brooks song that didn't make me cry, but I definitely was like, oh yeah, this is tough stuff. And I was like 6. It was
You're smoking.
no, yeah, right, just darts, just like chain smoking to this song.
I got friends.
I'm gonna need another bourbon to get through this song.
Driving your truck.
I bet you it was the one where it was like, that the song about the car crash, and it's like, hold me close for just a little while. I know that's not Garth Brooks, but that one was just
though,
like,
yeah, totally.
as a kid.
Walking to Memphis, because that's not Garth Brooks.
No.
That's
No,
one
I know
everyone loves.
the song you're talking
Right.
about, Dave. And that one
Cone,
that one definitely was like, as a kid, you're like, this is about something and it's serious.
About something.
It's like they're trying to tell me a story. I swear. I picked her out of the blood, and she said she loves me, and she'll never love anyone else, and that's when I never loved anyone again. And it's just like, whoa.
What's he trying to say? Something behind this.
You know what's crazy? I heard a story about Frank Sinatra early in his career. He went to sing for like the Troops or something like that, and they booed him out of there. They were like, "Fuck you," because at that time, Frank Sinatra was like the Justin Bieber of that era.
Right.
Like
Yeah,
he didn't
yeah,
have.
yeah.
He wasn't in like the
Teeny bopper.
you know, left my heart in San Francisco or whatever. They did it my way. It was before that.
He was doing it their way.
He was doing it their way.
He was doing it their way. Yeah, he was still doing it their way.
Before he did it my way.
Did any of you get into Sinatra? Are any of you Sinatra fans?
No.
I
No.
had his mugshot poster. Yeah. I was.
Yeah.
My Nana was really into him.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
get it. He's
Yeah,
great
I-
at what he does. Yeah,
I
it's
get it as well, but it's just one of those where I'm like, it'll never register for me as like I gotta put this on, you know. Like I get that My Way is like a good song, and I like it when I hear it, but I'm like, whatever. What do I give a shit
Well,
about
it's
Frank
forever
Sinatra?
ruined for me now with that
Oh, yeah?
Trump flying away in his plane at the end of his Trump. Or maybe we should not
Did
talk
he-
about politics.
Did he
Trump
play?
is-
Oh, we can talk about politics.
Wait,
Didn't
what?
see
We
that
can
thing on
talk
the
about
news
whatever.
where It was like Donald
missed
Trump's
that.
like leaving the country or whatever the day that,
God,
that he left.
leaving the country.
Or whatever, he left on his Trump plane, and there was him. He was playing Frank Sinatra's "I Did It My
Really?
Way."
Yeah.
It was-
Get
I was watching it in my
out.
kitchen. It was like I was waking up from a meth fever dream. Like, is this really happening?
Where did you see that? Because it's interesting.
Jackass is playing "I Did It My Way," like saying "fuck you" to the whole country as he flies away.
Was
Fuck
that
you.
televised? Because I remember that day, it seemed like all the networks were deliberately not paying attention to Trump.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might have. It was around that time, and
Yeah.
it was a blip on the
Yeah.
news.
Yeah.
And,
He has been.
and I really love how silent
Yeah.
we are about it.
Yeah,
now.
it's
yeah.
great.
It is nice to kind of come up for air and think, oh wait, we haven't talked or said that word in a while.
Don't have
Yeah.
to.
And
It's
we
been-
haven't had that sort of
yeah.
like perpetual anger throughout the day
Yeah.
we're wading through.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's really nice.
Yeah, really.
It is. I put on the evening news when I do the dishes at night, The World at 6 on CBC for all the Canadians. And back in like January and February, it was like I put it on and I just get like a stress knot in my belly. And now I'm like, well, this is fucking boring.
yeah, it's great to get
Great,
bored
yeah.
by the news and be like,
Yes.
I have other things to do.
Yes.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I know. I know. I've been skimming the news because for like at least the last year, if not, for sure the last year, like hardcore reading the news every day, basically reading everything in the paper.
Me too.
And the last couple months, it's like, no, I can kind of skim it and be like,
Well, it
about
feels
most
like
things.
one less thing on your to-do list.
Yes.
Like, okay, don't have to fix the entire world,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
The finger wasn't on the big, or isn't right on top of the
Yes.
big red button anymore.
Yeah.
Exactly. I don't need to figure anything out there.
Rusty, I had one other musical question I wanted to ask you.
Cool.
And if this steps on what you might be presenting in the next segment, feel free to skim around it.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
you've I wanted to ask if you have a favorite live show that you've ever seen, and if you have a favorite live show that you've performed in, because I remember watching you rock out with the Sheepdogs at Winnipeg Folk Festival in front of a big outdoor crowd, and I just loved watching you just do your dang thing up there, and you gave me that record. You were performing with the Weaker Thens when they recorded that album at the Burton Cummings Theater, big like 2,500 seat theater. I know you've
I was
toured
there.
all around Europe and stuff. Rory, you were there?
I was there. Yeah.
Woo!
Cool.
Yeah.
Were we all friends then at that point?
I didn't know you. Definitely not. No.
Well,
I'm sure we knew of each other.
Yeah,
Or at least I knew I was
maybe.
part of the comedy, or I knew all the comedy. people
yeah,
in
because
the
you were
60
around the
town.
cavern
Yeah.
when we all started doing stand up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I wasn't there right at the beginning for the cavern and stuff
Right.
for a while. So I don't know. I don't think I knew you personally. Definitely not at that point. Anyway,
Yeah, well,
we can
now we do. I know so much about you, and you're getting to know a little bit about me.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
Okay, so favorite show I've seen.
Like, is there one that
It's-
sticks out?
Yeah, well, I mean, a really, really obvious one would be I saw Weezer last year. I really
wicked.
love Weezer. They are have been my favorite band since I picked up the guitar. Since I went from the Little Mermaid soundtrack to Weezer's Blue album.
Yeah.
Like that. It was the Weezer Blue album that made me go, okay, I have hair in different places and I need a guitar.
Yeah. Was that your first album? Was that your this is
No.
Rusty's first album?
No, that would be Billy Joel Leather Jackets.
Oh, nice.
Yes. One,
But
two,
would
one,
you-
2, 3, 4.
Tim loves to do that.
You can't say Billy Joel and not expect that to happen. Every time he says it, we have to give it a pause and be like,
Yeah.
okay.
It'll only take a second.
Well, I had seen Weezer a few other times, once in Toronto and once in Winnipeg, and
Yeah.
they were both awesome. The one in Winnipeg was great because they had no amps on stage. Even they just had little pedals with like pseudo amps in them,
Yeah,
pods or whatever, and. Just making sure I'm still recording yet, and they didn't really say much, and it was like they were doing a rehearsal. Their stage
weird.
looked like a garage, and they just kind of screwed up a bunch, and I loved it because
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
so raw. And then my partner at Paintbox Recording, Lloyd, and myself went to Minneapolis a year and a half ago and saw them, and it was super lively, and they had big fire pyro show and
Yeah.
everything like that. And they played
Right.
all the hits.
Nice.
And, I'm going to drop a little name here, the drummer from the Pixies, because the Pixies were opening for them at that show. And my band Imaginary Cities did 2 tours with the Pixies around North America.
Oh, really?
Yes.
And so
I remember that.
Dave Levering, the drummer, got me backstage passes to that show.
Wow.
So we got to go backstage and hang out with the Pixies after they played, and hopefully got to see Rivers and say hi, and then didn't. Got to
yeah.
watch the show from the side of the stage. It was incredible.
That's
It was
crazy.
cool.
Man, I bet.
Wow.
And favorite show I've played, the first thing that comes to mind is a show in Germany with I was playing with the Weaker Thans. I was never actually a true member of the Weaker Thans.
Right.
For everyone who's listening, I
Yeah.
was a hired member, sort of an
hired gun.
auxiliary musician. Yeah, and we played a show with the Arcade Fire at a big huge outdoor. I don't even know what to call it. It was a big field. It was beautiful. It was in Germany or Austria or somewhere around there. And it was, one of the most huge shows I've played.
Yeah.
Wow.
And being across the ocean and playing music, being in the band that's playing the music that the people in the audience that barely speak English know every word to
Yeah,
is
yeah.
such an amazing, empowering feeling.
Wow.
Even though, and I'm sitting there on stage as a fan of the Weaker Thans as
Yeah.
well. That was the incredible part about touring with them was I fucking loved every show.
Yeah.
I love every song. It was like, pinch me every day. And they're paying
After
me.
every song, he's like, "Woo!"
It's like that Jif peanut butter commercial. What?
And Dana starts crying, and
That did actually happen. One show in California, well, there's a city in California that has a gum wall. Anybody? That sound familiar to
That
anybody?
does sound familiar.
Like,
yeah.
so
yeah.
just- discarded
That now
gum.
is all-
San
yeah.
Francisco. San Francisco.
Is it? Okay, so it was
I'm
in,
pretty
or
sure.
somewhere around there. Maybe it's San Jose.
No, Seattle.
Could be, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I think you're right, Dan. I think it is Seattle.
But John hauled out a Weaker Than song. I hadn't played with them before, and like during the show, so I was sort
shit.
of listening to it and figuring it out as we were going along. And I had to go like, and like turn away from the audience because I was like getting choked up.
Oh.
So beautiful.
Oh.
Wow.
Which
Yeah, he's such a crazy, good, beautiful writer.
oh, it's
Yeah.
nuts. It's
That
nuts.
weaker
I
than
think it was
some-
Utilities was the song. If you know that song. by-
Which one? Sorry.
Utilities.
Oh, okay.
Make me
Yeah.
something I can use or you can use or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really love the Weekends.
Yeah.
Me too, man.
Me
Weaker
too,
Thans
yeah.
and Arcade Fire together, that's like a dream show of mine. That's unbelievable.
I remember that day pretty clearly. Like I remember that John took a nap and he said the cheese was sweaty, and I'll always remember that sweaty cheese we had on the rider that day. And the violin players gave me a little violin lesson from Arcade Fire. It was awesome. Such a memorable day.
That's so cool.
You could probably learn every single instrument from Arcade Fire. They've got somebody who
Yeah.
they've got 97 people who play every instrument ever invented.
I love musical collectives like that because
Yeah.
they can kind of take it anywhere and you can't question it because they're like,
That's
well,
right.
you had no idea what to expect. So.
Yeah. Yeah. Man, from
So-
whatever angle.
Let's get to know you a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's play Two Truths and a Lie.
Nice.
The Two Truths and a Lie is a game we love to play where one of us gives 3 statements, 2 of which are true, 1 of which is a lie, and it's everybody else's responsibility, frankly, to guess what is the lie. So giving us those 3 statements this week is our dear friend, Rusty Matyas. Rusty.
Hi. Okay. This is so exciting. I honestly, I've been feeling like I got chosen to be on Big Brother or something. Like I've been applying for Big Brother for like 6 years, and I'm still gonna keep doing it. This feels like I'm getting to play one of those games on a show I like. I love it. Anyway,
Except
so,
this is more like
okay.
old cousin.
that you
Old
don't
uncles.
like very much. No, I take that. I love you guys. Okay, so first story. On the first day of a tour, I was in a group that was opening for Sam Roberts on a tour. And on the first day, we were arrested, fined, we ran out of gas in the middle of nowhere, and our Winnebago burned to the ground.
Oh, Jesus
Oh my
Christ.
God.
In one day, in one evening.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
And
I knew this
the
would be tasty.
second one is I played a murderer in a true crime drama TV show.
Whoa.
And the third one is I was in Australia touring, and I was so broke that I sold the shirt off my back to somebody for 40 Australian dollar dues.
Awesome.
Okay.
I think it's Dolorinos.
So it's Dolorinas. I love doing the Australian accent, and I'm sorry
Me
if it's
too.
offensive. I can only do like 6 of the words or something. You're good at it, Dana.
Do you want to reread that last
I
one?
have Australian family.
Do you? Yeah.
Do you want to redo that
Oh.
last one in an Australian accent?
Oh.
You want to do that again? I was so broke. I sold the shirt off my back for 40 Australian dollar days.
That's pretty good.
Dollary-doors.
Pretty
You're
good.
better,
Pretty
Dana.
good. That's pretty good.
It's more the
It's about
inflection. I
like
have to go,
curling
oh.
the tongue curling the tongue during the O, like broke.
Right.
It's like adding an R to the O's. Broke.
Well, there's one. It's a hard E is actually a hard I. No, hard O is a hard I. Like if you go boat, you would just go bite.
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 Oh.
Oh, look at that bite.
Bart.
Well, I think that might be a different dialect because they both sound really Australian to me. I think that we're both wrong, Dana. I think we should both shut up, probably.
Dana, yours sounded more like a rich Australian, I think.
Yes.
I'm a Cockney
okay.
Australian.
Yeah. Cockney.
Really brike.
I bricked it. I've done bricked it.
No, that's
That's nothing.
that's nothing. That's nothing.
That was Young Boy being sold in England in 1750.
He was sold because he had a nondescript accent. They couldn't replace it.
Yeah, because they were like, "You're talking, but you're nothing."
I'm worldly. I'm from around the world.
Can you imagine a little boy telling you, I'm worldly. I'm from around the world.
Been around the world.
I've been every.
I'm from around the world.
I've been everywhere, man.
You are the best, you guys.
Okay.
Okay, would you like me to
Let's-
recoup? Or recoup, that's not what I meant to say.
The recap? I think.
Recap.
Or,
I think we got it.
I think we got it.
We got the Winnebago
Yeah.
burning to the ground.
Yeah.
Tour breakdown.
We got
crime drama.
the
Crime drama.
yes, the crew trine.
Crouton
Crouton.
drama.
Crouton drama.
Crouton drama. And then we got the
train.
Australian dollary doors.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think that the last one is false.
The
dollar
Australian dollar dues. Okay.
Yeah, I think the dollary dues is false.
Why is that?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say the same thing I say literally every single time we play this game. Now, I think one of them might be a partial truth. You see, sometimes people play the game like that. And it could have been like a Dodge Caravan instead of a Winnebago.
It's funny because I know how everybody plays this game too.
Yeah.
I've listened to all the episodes.
I think that the tour breakdown is the lie. I think that happened to someone you know, not to you.
Okay.
Because I know that they do make a true crime show in Winnipeg, so that's like right in the sweet spot of like, that could be there to trick us, but like very plausible.
Okay, yeah. You know what? I'm going to go with the true crime is the lie. I really want that first story to be true.
Yeah.
For your now self. I'm so sorry for your then self.
Yeah.
And I would like to hear about selling a shirt right off your back, literally. So that's what I think.
Yeah.
So we're all dialed in?
Yeah.
Tim, did you already decide?
No,
Yeah.
you just sort of explained how you explain your answer.
No, he said that he was on side with Dana, right?
Oh, and Dana
The van
thinks what
thing?
is
Is that
the
what you
lie?
said, Tim?
What did I? What?
You said the same thing you say every time, which is I think one of them's true. Oh, you said Dodge
Exactly.
Caravan instead of Winnebago is what you said.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh, so you're saying that the first one's the lie.
Okay. Matt says
Yeah.
Rusty, when you listen
I
back
don't
to
bel-
this, you're gonna hear Tim say that he agrees with Dana.
It's true.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So what are you saying, Tim?
Literally, half of what I ever say on this podcast is pure garbage.
It is. I'm just going to reveal the answers. Hey, Matt was correct.
Okay, yes, please.
I'm correct?
Matt was correct. The true crime is the lie.
The tour from hell. Yeah. What the hell? First day.
Start
Oh, that was
beginning.
that was the Waking Eyes. One of the really early tours we were on. We were driving to Banff for Lake Louise or something like that for the first show, and we got pulled over just past Portage Prairie and got arrested for having 7 joints rolled in our Winnebago. We got a ticket for our taillight being out. Then they let us go. So we weren't really arrested, but they said we were and read us our rights and shit. And then around Moose Jaw at like 3 a.m, we ran out of gas. We were really young, irresponsible.
Around a moose's jaw?
Around a Moose's Jaw, Saskatchewan, yeah. And then so we had to like hitchhike to a gas station. Got gas. And then about 45 minutes later after we got gas, the engine like exploded and started the inside of the Winnebago on fire. We pulled over into an abandoned truck way station, and it burned to the ground, and there was like miles of traffic on both sides of the highway, stopped, flames like hundreds of feet in the air. It was all over the news. And we got on much music because of it. It was like the best thing that happened to our career. And then we finished the tour too.
Man, you could just take that video from Much Music and make it your music video. Just put like a song over top.
Yeah.
Well, we wrote a song about it that became a song called "Get Me to the Doctor" on the second Waking Eyes album.
Did you make it to your first show, or did you have to?
No, we missed the first show because
Yeah.
we were doing a ton of press with the Medicine Hat News because of our Winnebago burning down. It was the
15
biggest
minutes
news
of
there
fame.
for a while.
Yeah.
But then we actually rented a U-Haul van and put the trailer into the back of this big cube U-Haul van, and the four of us sat with no seatbelts and drove a U-Haul across the rest of Canada and finished the tour like that. It
Holy
was crazy
Smoking 7
and
joints.
really stupid.
Wow.
So yeah, that happened. And then yes, I did sell my shirt to somebody after a show in Australia in Melbourne. One second.
$40 That seems like a good amount of money for a just used shirt.
Uh-huh.
It was a nice shirt, and it was like my favorite shirt.
Aw.
And that's why it was a negotiation, because
Yeah.
Yes.
dollary dues are worth like it's more dollars than dollary dues, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, what is-
and it was like
what is
double
that
or
to
whatever.
Canada?
So
Yeah.
that would be like $80 or something. It was a Michael Bolton shirt that was like a really like cheesy early 90s shirt. So it was ironic and funny. And
Totally.
Now, who breached the subject of this indecent proposal?
You were just out like, who wants to buy my shirt?
Meet me in back.
we were on a tour. This was with the Weekends as well, and we were on a tour called the Soundwave Music Festival, which is like a hardcore music festival, which was funny because the Weekends were like the adult contemporary, hour.
Yeah.
at that
Yeah,
music
yeah.
festival,
Like hardcore in the sense of like the music
like
was...
propaganda kind of music, kind of stuff.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Right.
Like
well,
metal, hardcore, screamo kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Another great Winnipeg band.
Mm-hmm. And it's a really well attended festival, and it's like 2 weeks long, and all the bands fly on these chartered planes together, like to all the different cities and stuff.
Cool.
And we all stay at the same hotels, and so like who was it? Eagles of Death Metal were on that as well, I think.
Yeah.
Really?
And
Wow.
Sunny Day Real Estate was there, and the bass player from Sunny Day Real Estate is also the bass player from the Foo Fighters. And
Yeah.
we were having a
really?
smoke outside this hotel in Melbourne, and lots of people want to talk to that guy.
Yeah.
And I was just right there. And the guy liked my shirt.
If you want to talk to
Well,
the
other
bass
people were
player,
talking
you
to
have
that guy. I
buy
was
my shirt.
negotiating.
So he was
So
like,
he was signing autographs, and I was selling my shirt. For $40.
but he was like, I like your shirt, and you like want to buy it?
Oh, I didn't sell it to him. I sold it to a fan. That was like one of the many groups of people who were trying to talk to this guy who plays in Sunny Day Real Estate and the Foo Fighters.
Yeah.
We were just having
Yeah.
a smoke sort of around each other.
So
And
then-
all the fans,
okay.
while they were waiting to talk to him, saw this guy wearing a Michael Bolton shirt. And
So then you guys are
A
talking.
table set up with all your underwear and everything on it.
I like the idea that you guys are talking, and then some fans come up. He turns to talk to them, and then he turns back around, and you're shirtless.
pretty much what happened. Yeah, he's got like his Sharpie's almost out of ink from all the autographs. He was like,
It's
and I'm
smoking.
shirtless, and I'm $40 richer. because I sold my shirt.
Rusty's shirtless, and he's smoking too. That's hilarious.
And that's my stories.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
great stories.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Great stories. Great stories. You guys want to pitch some sketches?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, let's pitch
Ooh.
some sketch.
Sketch
I
some
want to see if I
pitches?
can sing along with you in the air here, Tim. This
Okay.
is the part of the show where we bring the energy down pretty low, and I have some sketch ideas not fully thought out. Never will be.
I love that.
So now I'm going to take that and see if we can. I'm going to blend the two.
Put them together.
Yeah.
Have a duet
Yeah.
in this episode. Yeah. And now I'll shut up. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is part of the show where we say stupid things to each other.
Yeah, this is the part of the show.
And we were like, wouldn't that be silly to do that? Who wants to go first?
I'll go.
How about Matt?
Okay. Okay. How about this? There's a lady and she's pregnant, and suddenly she's having the baby in the back of a taxi cab unexpectedly. But things go from bad to worse when she finds out that the cab driver is actually method actor Daniel Day-Lewis preparing for a role.
The role of doctor who delivers a baby in a taxi cab.
Yeah, my brain went to, does it not go from bad to perf?
I think it'd be like he's studying for the role of taxi driver, and this is really fucking it up.
Yeah. Oh, he's mad. He's pissed.
Mad.
Yeah.
Is he mad enough to
But
break character?
he's also
No.
No.
I don't think he'd ever break character.
No.
he's also method actor Daniel Day-Lewis, so he's obviously done method acting in delivering babies.
Oh, yeah.
So he has experience in this avenue, is what I'm saying.
But he can't break
And he
character.
delivers that baby.
Yeah.
well.
At what point does the method combine with the other method?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Can
he
he break?
He gets the whole baby out with just his left foot.
Because he's still driving.
Catches it in his stovepipe Abraham Lincoln hat.
And then he cuts up a piece of beef to slap over the baby's face. And then he drinks its milkshake.
Yes. Nice. Nailed it.
Did you guys ever see that movie, My Left Foot? Daniel
No.
Day-Lewis. He plays this real. I think it's a story of a real person who could only really get around with their left foot, and it was, I don't know. It's a dark movie, but it's a good movie.
Sounds like a sitcom from the mid '80s, starring
Sure
Robin
does.
Williams.
But it's like it's like a story of overcoming the challenges of a disability in the 1800s.
Oh, okay. Could have used a better
That
title.
sounds like Daniel Day-Lewis.
Yeah. Builds a skateboard for himself to get around on.
Does the 900.
Becomes Tony Hawk.
Anthony Hawk. My name is Anthony Hawk, and I skateboard around. Now, if you don't mind, I need to get through to get a haircut. My name is Anthony Hawk, and this is my skateboard.
Totally radical.
Now, you can trust me. You can trust me, and you can trust my skateboard. I've been to 4 X Games. There you go. I think I like skateboarding old-timey Daniel Day-Lewis better than
I like it
the
too.
original premise.
Totally right.
The original Tony Hawk. I like it.
Yeah. Make way for a McTwist.
I was trying to think of skateboarding trick names. I couldn't think of any.
Yeah.
Just a bunch of dirty peasants around him not knowing what he's talking about.
I'm having a hard time coping.
Okay, how about this one? How about the Fast and the Furious?
Yeah.
What if it was
Yes.
the exact same tone, the same movies, but they're all in golf carts? So it's like close-up shots of their eyes looking at each other, then the tires, but it's just golf carts.
I love it.
Yeah.
What if instead of that, they were all beekeepers?
Keep talking about the importance of family.
So, like, instead of being in golf carts,
Are they in vehicles at all at that point?
no,
I don't know. I'm kind of just like amalgamating our two sketch pitches because I was like, no, I like the beekeeper aspect of mine to be in Fast and the Furious.
I like how you just took the premise and totally threw it away.
Yeah, that's great. But what about this other idea?
I do like the idea of a high-speed foot chase in that beekeeper uniform with the huge head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the idea of anything that like strips a big tough guy movie of all of its masculinity, like all of the Fast and Furious people in little golf carts.
Yeah.
And trying to act tough in that situation sounds hilarious to me.
They're all Shriners.
We could write a movie that, like, you could write an action movie where it does end up on a golf course, and that would be the way you get away, is in a golf cart. It's faster than nothing. So there could be a high speed. That's funny.
Golf carts feel really fast on golf courses.
It's true.
They sure do.
You got some pep.
Yeah.
I crashed into a bridge with one once on a golf course.
Oh my.
What's that?
I said, oh my.
Yes, you're right to react that way, Dana.
Oh, my.
Who cares?
My.
Scandal.
Whatever did they say?
I never.
Okay, what about
Does it have anything to do with
gotta-
bees?
Well, I'm changing it on the fly here,
Okay.
okay? I'm changing it on the fly. What about an undercover dentist?
Oh,
Okay.
yes. I love it. So
Yeah.
is he still a dentist, like, as a profession, or is he a cop undercover as a dentist, or is he a dentist undercover
that's
as something else?
Wait, hang on.
Let's discuss this.
on.
I was thinking that it would be a dentist who goes out as a layperson
Right.
to check on his client's
scary.
teeth to see how they're being treated. But I also kind of like the idea of an undercover cop posing as a dentist, shooting the teeth out or something.
I like
don't know.
it being like a face-off situation where there's one of each.
Oh,
Yeah.
Now, Dana, did this start as an undercover beekeeper?
Yeah, it did. You got me.
Busted.
Busted.
Like a person who tends to their bees but tries to not let them know that they are a beekeeper. Who are they undercover for?
I don't know.
Yeah,
In retrospect, the dentist one made more sense, but I like the undercover beekeeper thing still.
Okay, I got a dumb sketch pitch idea. What if there was a service like Uber where it combines getting a ride to somewhere with therapy?
Okay. This is good.
Oh, like
So you get in the car and you're like, hey, take me to Portage in Maine, and I got to talk about issues with my parents.
So is every ride an hour then, or is it depends on how far you're going, how much of a breakthrough you're gonna have.
Exactly.
But your rides are covered by your insurance.
I feel like we're only like a couple years away from people literally doing that with self-driving cars and online therapists at your fingertips.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's true.
Man. Yeah. Yeah, if you get one of those self-driving cars, you could like really double up
You could
the
do what you're doing
business.
with your hands, man.
yeah.
Yeah.
I did a therapy session on the go while I was walking home because I forgot
Really?
that I had one booked. And so I had my phone and we were just FaceTiming while I was walking home.
Nice.
It was great because it was kind of like that certain level of like distraction and that allows you to be a little bit more vulnerable because
honest,
I'm
I
like
bet.
not
Yeah.
concentrating. Yeah, like kind of snuck up on me. It was
Yeah,
great.
Oh, that's nice.
Do you think when there's self-driving cars, Roadhead is just going to be out of control?
Yeah, because they're gonna have to build an attachment in the car that sucks your dick while it drives.
Like a vacuum.
I'm not gonna keep bringing my vacuum with me. The car can take care of
And
it.
then every
Gross.
month you have to empty the bag.
This will be fucking gross. Oh.
Hey man,
You take it to Jiffy Lube, like to your window. They show you. This is getting pretty full.
Yeah, you're gonna need to.
I guess it's better than shooting out the window.
Like an airplane tail.
Oh,
Yeah.
if the car's gonna blow you, at least open a window.
Oh man.
those poor kids at the chamois.
Oh, man. Well, on that note,
Rusty, I heard a little bird say that you might have a sketch pitch.
No, you know what? I was excited to try it. I was just so excited to be on the show that I wanted to do it all. But I also couldn't really think of anything because I felt put on the spot by myself, of course. And then also the only thing I could think of was just a thought I had a while ago, which is this is not a pitch. It's actually very similar to the golf cart thing. Was what if women had designed the vehicles for the last 100 years or whatever? All the trucks wouldn't be so mean looking, and I bet you there'd be less road rage. That was just an idea that popped in my head, which was similar to the golf cart thing.
yeah, they probably wouldn't suck your dick
Yeah.
either.
They
If I
would
know women,
definitely
they
suck your
won't.
clit though.
Yeah, they would have great flickers of beams.
Yeah.
They'd definitely be going down on you. That's for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Big magic wand comes out under the steering wheel.
And I'm. Never mind.
All right, this
yeah.
is Mother's Day.
Yeah.
We've mined oral pleasure from a car for about all it's worth. Well, on that note, what do you guys say we try out another new segment real quick with our test subject Rusty here? Rusty,
Love it.
game?
Yeah.
I'm totally game. What are we doing here again?
We're gonna try out a new segment of Fuck, Marry, Kill, because why not? Right?
Yeah, I do not know what that is.
Fuck,
Really?
Marry, Kill. So there's
Yeah.
three.
Oh,
We
it's the
give
best
you-
game ever.
Normally, the way you play it is there's three people is the way that it's done traditionally, where it's like, so, this person, this person, this person. You got to pick one. Fuck, marry, kill. Pick one for each. Which would you fuck? Which would you marry? Which would you
Okay,
kill?
so this isn't. Is this a hunk specific game or a childhood
Hell no.
general?
This is the
game?
most popular game in
this
the
is like
world, and I
playing
can't believe
MASH
you've never
or
heard of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I grew up in Transcona. I don't think we had it. Transcona.
It's
FMK.
based on Transcona.
Fuck, marry, kill. Yeah.
But I do think, Tim, you had a hunks twist that you wanted to put on the fuck, marry, kill, right?
Yes. Now we're premiering this segment on this episode, and people are going to be able to hear it in full for free. But in the future, it'll be locked up in a paywall, perhaps. Okay, so Rusty, fuck, marry, kill, a guitar, a bass guitar, and a drum kit.
You want me to choose those?
Yeah.
Yes, and talk it
Yeah,
out. Work it
and
out.
what-
Yeah.
We have to know your reasoning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And keep in mind that if you're marrying this thing, it's gonna, you have a long life married together.
Okay, I'm
It's
gonna
going to be a good marriage.
Good marriage.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at it. I'm
Yeah.
gonna take the person who plays it right out of the picture, right? Like, so we're not
No,
talking
yeah,
about a
no,
bass
no, no.
player,
Yeah.
a drummer,
Exactly.
or
No, you are
no.
fucking the instrument.
instrument.
so it's a guitar, a bass guitar, and a drum kit.
That's right.
That's right.
Is it an electric guitar or an acoustic guitar?
Okay, we're gonna
Which-
say it's an acoustic guitar. It's an electric bass.
Why don't?
No, go
Okay,
ahead.
never mind.
No, you guys talk it out. Talk it
I was
out.
just gonna suggest for the second one, instead of being two guitars, that the second one be a trumpet.
No, I like guitar and bass guitar though. That's a good distinction to have to make. I like it.
Okay, I'll go fuck
I think
myself.
I think that's better too. For me, I don't even trumpet's like just an attractive person in the distance.
Okay, gotcha.
Whoa, shit!
Oh no!
My milk.
My tambourines!
Tambourine emergency.
I spilled my milkshake on my tambourine. Like blueberry milkshake.
I spill my
my tambourine.
milkshake. I'm Anthony Hawk and I spill my milkshake on my tambourines.
Okay. Sorry about
man.
that. So
You guys have excellent Daniel Day-Lewis impressions. I could, like, if you put me on the spot to do it, I couldn't even think of what it would be.
Oh, really? It's
Yeah.
all from
Yeah.
There Will Be Blood.
I know, but it's great.
Yeah.
I'm going to drop in.
Oh no, my tambourines.
I'm dropping in on a half pipe.
Okay. But this isn't about Daniel Day-Lewis.
Yeah,
this is
sorry.
about Rusty choosing what he's going to fuck and kill and marry.
This is a tough game. Whew, because I don't want to kill anybody. But
So
Yeah,
yeah,
of course not. That's what
can
makes
see
it
the
hard.
The wheels are turning in your head. Talk us through what
Yeah,
your
talk
decision
it through.
process here. Talk us through it. What are you thinking about?
Well,
What
I'm
is
trying.
it?
Okay, so I think about drums, and when I think about drums, can I
Yeah.
hear myself? Yes. When I think about drums, I think of rhythm as the most inclusive instrument. It's the
Sure, yeah.
it's what brings the community and the family together. It gives it a foundation to grow from.
Yes.
And that's what I love about percussion, because everybody is a percussionist.
Yeah.
So I don't know what to do about that as far as relationships go. So there's that. That's what I think
Sounds
about
like
with
you
drums.
kind of want to marry it.
Yeah,
I think it sounds
but,
like you might want to marry drums.
But
Yeah.
I have an acoustic guitar that hangs just outside of our kitchen that doesn't go a day without my hands all over it. Especially at night, I pick it up and it's my best friend. Like I pick it up when I need to think about something or just have a melody in my head or just want to play along to something or just need to do something with my hands. I always have it. It's kind of what actually is the foundation of everything musically that I do.
Yeah. But you
Personally.
can't, it makes things awkward if you fuck your best friend.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fuck, you just confused me more. Okay, and then the bass. Everybody loves bass.
Oh, see, I thought you were going to be like, I'm going to kill the bass for sure.
Well, the bass is
Yeah, I
certainly the easiest to let go. I think.
yeah.
But it's the sexiest, right?
Yeah.
Is it?
Low notes.
Yeah.
it's got that
Listen,
sexy
Dave.
Yeah.
Listen.
I think it's what gives it it's what hits you with like boom, like the
Yeah.
It does remind
the
me
cool
of Frasier.
factor,
You're
like-
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when you're listening to a polka and it's just like boom, boom.
oh yeah, oh fuck yeah.
It's true. The bass is to me, it is the sound of like smoky jazz bars.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Jerry Seinfeld's hitting the stage.
Not only that, like in the
Hitting
jazz
the
part, it's
skins.
sexy. It's also like the lowest part of the frequency range that the most badass speakers have, and like it's the stuff that hits you in the chest and
Yeah.
that people want to feel when they listen to music. I think I'm gonna have to say, oh fuck, I don't know, shit. Okay, well it can't be in my life for very long, so I either gotta fuck the bass or kill the bass for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
it's really sexy.
And then you got to think too with the drums, you might have to get like a bigger bed, because drums can use up a lot of bed space.
Yeah.
Oh
you
wait
gotta
a
think
second
about
here.
that.
Fuck is like I can fuck like just kind of whenevs, and then the other one I just get rid of, and then okay, well.
So one you get rid of, one you have an explosive evening of sex.
Just
And
one
then-
explosive evening or
Just
many
one-
explosive
yeah,
evenings?
it's
Yeah,
not
only
One
one.
evening. But
Okay,
you're going
I'm
to
done,
remember
I'm done.
it forever.
I've made up my mind. I'm going to kill the bass. I
Okay.
am going to oh fuck. Oh, I know I'm going to kill the bass. I'm killing the bass. And then I feel like I need to marry the guitar and be and then I'm fucking the drums.
That just leaves.
Fuck
yeah.
the drums?
Yeah, you're just
I'm
fucking
fucking
the
Fuck the
drums.
drums.
I'm fucking the foundation. yeah, that's the other sexy one. So yeah, I'm going to fuck the drums for one day, and then I'm going to spend the rest of my life with the guitar. Yeah.
All right.
I feel like that's every guy walking into a music store. They sit down at the drums, go, and then they walk out with a guitar.
And they look cool doing neither.
They're holding the guitar by the bottom of it.
By the volume knob.
The strings facing them.
Oh wow. Yeah, that tracks. I think that all makes sense, Rusty.
Yeah.
Thanks. That was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really
That's
great.
great.
Good job.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, that brings us to the end of the podcast. Rusty, do you have anything to promote? Anything you want people to know about? Where can people find you?
Well, I suppose I'm at Rusty Matyas on Instagram. You can totally message me and tag me and be my friend and follow me. I do have new music coming out I'm pretty excited to announce, actually, that
Yes.
I can't really give any details, but early summer I'm going to start releasing a whole bunch of music throughout the year.
That's exciting. That's really
And,
great.
and I'm super pumped about it because it's been years since I've released anything sort of officially, and it's been never since I've released anything solo. So I'm super
Yeah.
pumped. So please
Yeah.
watch out for that.
Right on.
We certainly
Yeah, man.
will.
Yeah, congratulations. That's so exciting.
Thank you.
Can't wait to hear it.
Yeah.
Hunks, you can find us on all social media, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, at Hunks Comedy, TikTok. Am I missing anything? Bandcamp, where you can get our album, Mouth Beef, which is out now, our live album. Get that. Or you can find it
LinkedIn?
streaming. Oh, yeah, LinkedIn. Sorry, I always forget LinkedIn, and that's where all of our business connections come from. What am I doing? And you can find our album streaming everywhere that you stream things. You can see those sexy guys in the profile picture and then listen to their pop music afterwards. Did I miss anything? Did I miss any of the stuff, guys?
I don't know. I think it sounds good.
Nope, you got
Got
it.
it all. Cool. Okay. That's the end of the podcast then.
Awesome.
I give you
nailed
permission to end it.
Rusty, we normally end on a song. You want to take it away?
Did we talk about something that I'm supposed to do, or would you just like me to sing off the top of my head?
Just go for it. Grab that tambourine and let's hear it.
Okay. Well, I honestly wanted to say thank you so much for having me on the podcast. I really mean it, though. I thank you for having me on.
My pleasure, man. Thank you.
I love editing the show, and I know this is kind of a weird behind the curtain thing, but I appreciate being in your lives and having you in mine. So thanks.
Oh, that's sweet. We love having
Man,
you
Rusty.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beauty.
I remember a long time ago when we first met being a line cook, and Imaginary Cities was on the radio, and they were talking about or my line cook, my line mate was talking about got tickets to the Pixies concert, and I was like, oh, it's my buddy opening for the Pixies. Here we are. Glad I got that story in. Let's make sure that.
Yeah.
Hunks is a sketch comedy group from Winnipeg, got it? They are Tim Gray, Rory Fallis, Matt Nightingale, and Dana Smith. Episodes are produced and recorded bi-weekly right now from their homes in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. Additional production and editing, sound design, crap like that by me, Rusty Matyas, from my home. Thanks again to this week's special guest, me, Rusty Matyas. Really though, thanks Hunks for having me, and thank you for listening. I was really nervous and I kind of sounded anxious, and you could tell I was interrupting a bunch. Anyway, tune in again 2 weeks from now, when there's probably going to be some really awesome special guest. I don't even know who it is yet. And thanks again to Into the Blue for sponsoring this podcast. They give me some corals. My fish tank's awesome. Check me out at Rusty Matyas and look at my corals. Have a great week, everyone. Okay, bye.